Resistance training is a style of exercise, and the goal is to train your muscles either to build muscle or build strength. If you're in the first year or two of your resistance training, your goal should be to build muscle and to get familiar with your body, get familiar with the movements of the different exercises that are part of your training. All of your muscles, they control your joints in some way. For every direction that a part of your body can move, there is a muscle responsible for that, right? So for bending your elbow, the muscles responsible for that are the biceps. And for straightening your elbow, the muscle that does that is the triceps. We want to be mindful of maintaining the health of these muscles because they are what hold us upright. They are responsible for so much activity in our daily lives that we don't even realize. And as we get older, our muscles get weaker. And they also get weaker when we don't use them. So if you want to stay strong, you have to keep your muscles challenged. And that's the principle of resistance training, is that we challenge the muscles in just the right extent to keep them strong or to even improve their strength and make them grow. And the recommendations for that is minimum 2 times a week. 2 to 5 days a week is sort of like the average recommendation. And with resistance training, what you do is you challenge the muscles to do their job, whatever their job is, against resistance. So for example, the bicep manipulates the elbow, the bicep makes the elbow bend, right? For resistance training, we add some kind of resistance that makes the bicep have to work harder to bend the elbow. So the most common form of resistance training, the most common way to add resistance is with weights. So in order to challenge the bicep to bend, we're gonna add a weight so that the bicep has to work harder against gravity to do its job and bend the elbow. You can add resistance with weight, you can add resistance with bands, you can do body weight resistance and just use your body against gravity to make your muscles have to work harder to do their jobs. When we are doing things like squatting and deadlifting, we are making the leg muscles work. We're forcing the quadriceps and the glutes to push and engage against resistance by making our bodies heavier. When I squat, my quadriceps, my glutes, they have to engage. The quadriceps, they extend my knee, the glutes extend my hip, right? And when I squat, they have to do that at the same time, right? And for some people, squatting with just their body weight is hard enough. They'll feel challenged in their muscles, and their muscles will get enough challenge that it stimulates muscle growth. But after a certain point, your muscles, doing this is not hard at all, right? And so that's when you need to add more resistance to make it harder for them to do their job. And so we add weight to the body so that the muscles have to work harder. So now I'm 10 pounds heavier, my legs have to push against 10 more pounds of resistance. You can also use machines that with cables, they work very similar to the tube bands. But basically, all resistance training is getting the muscles to contract and extend and do their job, but be pushed against some kind of resistance.